I don't see Sophie. The poor thing must be hiding behind her witch or stepmother again.
Marguerite, watch every word you say. Be polite with Madame Ficini for Sophie's sake. There she is! Sophie! Sophie!
Sophie!
Good afternoon, ladies. What a pleasure it is to welcome you to my chateau.
Thank you so much. The pleasure is ours, Madame. Madame?
Good day, Madame.
So charming and polite. Sophie, don't just stand there. Where are your manners? Greet your guests. How nice that you arrived so early. The children can play and leave we ladies alone so we can converse in peace. There's something I would like to talk to you about. It concerns my good-for-nothing stepdaughter. Please follow me into the large sitting room. We'll be more comfortable in there.
See you later, children.
You haven't said a word. What's wrong?
What does your stepmother want to talk to our mothers about?
I'm not sure, Marguerite, but I think it's something about going on a trip to Italy and she beats me more and more.
Sophie, what is it? Are you ill?
I'm hungry.
But haven't you eaten?
I was forbidden to have lunch.
Poor Sophie. Here, take my biscuits. Go on. Your stepmother is a wicked witch and I hate her.
Marguerite.
That's why she's so fat. She punishes you so there's more for her to eat. She frightens me. She's an ogre.
You know what, Marguerite? We're not fat, we're as light as feathers, so why don't we have a race? The first one to the garden wins. Wins what? The right to say that she's won.
I absolutely must take this trip to Italy, but just the thought of taking Sophie is painful. She's so ill-bred. And since you kindly offered to take her off my hands, and since your charming daughter seemed to bear her company, you may have her for all the time I am gone.
Well done, Sophie. You have so much strength. Sophie is so good at games. She always wins.
You're really much too good for me, Sophie. It's wonderful to have some fun again. I've missed it.
You're too good.
No, let's continue.
I have a riddle. Who is faster than a bird and can strike a birdie harder than a ram?
It's Sophie. Teach me. I want to be as good as you. How do you do it?
It's simple. You have to concentrate very hard and you have to really want to win. I'm so thirsty.
Yeah, so am I.
Let's get some water in the kitchen.
You go. I'm not permitted to.
Do you mean you're not permitted to drink?
My stepmother forbids it.
Why do you mean she won't let you have a glass of water?
Not a drop until dinner. And then just one glass.
Poor Sophie. Why, that's so awful.
Ah, there you are, children. I have some wonderful news for you.
Madame Ficini broke her arms and she can't eat anymore?
Marguerite, don't be silly, darling. Madame Ficini is going on a trip to Italy. And during the entire time she is away, Sophie will live with us at Fleurville.
Is it true?
Oh, Sophie, I'm so happy.
Thank you, Mama. You're wonderful.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. It's like a dream.
Sophie, come here this instant! Oh, she's going to pay for this! Ah, there you are. Come here, you little thief. How dare you drink my syrup?
What syrup, Mama? I didn't drink any syrup.
Don't play the innocent with me. It was in a decanter in my dressing room.
But I assure you, I didn't touch your syrup and I didn't go into your dressing room.
You didn't,
Ow!
did you? And you didn't go through the window? And whose footmarks did I find in the
But I
sand
swear
in
to
front
you,
of my
Dad.
window?
Ow! Ow!
Take that, you little thief, since it's the only thing you understand.
Calm down, Marguerite. We're going to get Sophie out of this situation.
Poor Sophie. She must have been so thirsty then.
It was that wicked woman who made her steal.
Watch your tongue, Marguerite. For Sophie.
Out of my sight, you lying thief!
It's all right, dear little Sophie. We're going to take you away from... Look after her, children.
Oh, that child's deceit is too exhausting for me. It's time we separated from each other before I ruin my health.
Your trip to Italy couldn't come at a better time.
You mean that after everything that's happened, you're still willing to receive that liar and thief in your own home?
We have completely different opinions of Sophie, madame, and I'm certain she will obey me without any difficulty.
Sophie's a very engaging child.
And so then I can be rid of Sophie for as long as I like? I may be absent for quite a while, you know. It could even be for 2 or 3 months.
Take as long a time as you need, madame. It's all right. I'm delighted to perform the service for you.
I find that extremely kind of you, madame. In that case, I can confide Sophie to you as soon as my bags are packed.
Tomorrow, if you like.
Oh, how wonderful! Don't spoil her and punish her as severely as you wish. You see, it's the only way to deal with her.
Yes, watching you with her has taught me a great deal.
I feel so sorry for you, Sophie. Sorry that you were afraid to admit to your stepmother that you took the syrup because you were thirsty. Perhaps she wouldn't have whipped you so hard.
But I never touched her syrup at all, I swear to you.
But there were footprints in the sand. Who could have made them? You mean you didn't climb through the window?
I tell you, I had nothing to do with taking that syrup.
I couldn't go an entire day without drinking, Sophie. I'd have done exactly the same.
But I wouldn't lie to you. I did not drink any syrup. Why won't you believe me? It's the truth, I tell you.
This garden's magnificent.
Sophie, look at the camellias. They're so...
Ow!
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know.
I've never seen camellias as big as those. They're gigantic.
Some flowers in America are so large that they can eat insects.
That's right. You were in America. Would you tell us about it sometime?
I wish I had never gone.
That's impossible. Flowers can't eat insects.
Yes, plants that are called carnivorous.
If you were in America, you must have seen Indians. Crocodiles, too.
Alligators.
Were you frightened?
No, not really.
Do people have black skin there?
Not all of the people, but some.
That's enough, Marguerite. Sophie doesn't want to speak about America now.
My leg hurts. I think I'll sit down over there.
I know. Let's make a really nice bouquet for each of our mothers.
I don't think we should. Let's not forget about Sophie. If she doesn't make a bouquet for Madame Ficinu, she'll be punished.
That was a very generous thought, Marguerite. I'm proud of you. You're right. We'll all make a large bouquet and all 4 of us will give it to Madame Ficinu.
How I would love to play and be happy. And forget all that's happened. Why won't they believe me? Even my friends, everyone thinks I'm a liar.
Hello, young lady.
Why are you all alone out here? Come inside and cool off. Why, you're limping. Just like my Patricia, she twisted her ankle and can't walk. How about a nice glass of cold water to freshen you up?
No, thank you.
You've had another taste of the whip. She doesn't spare the rod with you, does she? Wipe away your tears, Miss Sophie. I know life isn't a bed of roses for you. Who knows? Perhaps if I were harder with my Patricia, she wouldn't be sitting there in bed with a swollen ankle bigger than a pumpkin because she was disobedient. You should have seen her when she came home. Her dress all stained, her hands and her face all covered with sand.
Stains and sand? But where did she fall down?
I have no idea. She refuses to say.
Do you think she could have taken the syrup from my stepmother's dressing room?
That wouldn't surprise me. She goes over to your stepmother's every day to bring her herbs for a bath.
I was whipped again because she thought I took the syrup, but I'm innocent.
Oh, wait till I get hold of her.
Put some yellow roses in the middle to make it look like the sun.
Good idea. What a pity Sophie is in so much pain. She would love helping with the bouquet. Where did she go?
She might be in Mrs Louchet's house looking for something to quench her thirst.
That wasn't a very nice thing to say, Marguerite. After all, Sophie might have told the truth.
Now tell me just what happened, Patricia. I want to know how you twisted your ankle.
I fell down, Mother.
I know that. And I know where, too. You were in Madame Ficini's dressing room. You saw some syrup and you wanted to taste it. You put some in your dress and going out the window, you fell down.
Yes, it was me. But God has punished me. I'm in such pain.
And do you realise that Miss Sophie was accused instead of you? And don't think I'm going to let you go unpunished either.
No, Mama, please. I hurt so much already. No, no.
I'll teach you to obey
Please, if
me,
you
you
care
hear?
at all about me, stop beating
Huh?
her. Please, I beg of you.
Huh?
She's already suffered so much. Just because of the syrup, so much harm has been done. Please forgive Patricia.
Oh, I feel so ashamed. You were blamed for something you had nothing to do with. Thank you.
Patricia, I'll forgive you because Miss Sophie wants me to.
Sophie, are you there?
Let me go, Miss Sophie.
You've been crying. Why?
I'm terribly touched because Miss Sophie has been so kind. She suffered so much because of my Patricia.
She suffered because of her?
Patricia stole some syrup from Madame, and then Miss Sophie didn't let me punish her for it.
Oh, dear Sophie. What you did was wonderful.
You were honest with us. You must have been so sad to think we didn't believe you, but you never got angry at us.
Instead, you spared Patricia a punishment which you had to suffer in her place.
Being beaten and humiliated is horrible, and it shouldn't happen to anyone.
It's time for dinner.
I'll go get our bouquet.
Let's go and tell our mothers the good news. Goodbye, Ma'am.
Goodbye, and take care of Patricia.
Goodbye and come again, girls.
Oh, how lovely. Why, how dare you come in here? Do you think I would sit at the same table with a thief and liar?
Sophie is innocent, Madame. We know who drank your syrup.
Ha! You'd believe anything. Sophie is excellent at one thing, lying. She's nothing but a hypocrite. Go, you shall have your dinner in your room.
Madame, it's you who's the hypocrite.
Marguerite, don't, please.
But Sophie didn't drink the syrup. Patricia stole it.
Brave attempt. Trying to save your friend. You even invented a guilty part.
Marguerite's telling the truth, Madame. Patricia admitted she drank your syrup when she came to bring you some herbs.
Madame, you accused Sophie unjustly of stealing and lying, and you punished her severely for something she did not do.
You were saying that Sophie was preventing you from getting ready for your journey to Italy, weren't you?
We would be happy to take her with us tonight, with your permission.
You shall go to Fleurville this evening. You're happy to be leaving me, aren't you? I'm no fool. I expect no appreciation from a child as selfish as you. But I am your guardian, don't forget it. And nothing is going to change that. No, I don't know all of my neighbours yet. But when I return from Italy, I shall organise teas and tell everyone my impressions.
An excellent idea, and I'm certain you'll return with a wardrobe that will be the envy of all of us.
Yes, I adore elegance.
Puss in Boots. The others are just picture books. Which book are you studying now, Sophie?
This one. It's the same book I read with Mamma. I think I'm really far behind.
Madame Ficini doesn't study with you?
She says that she has no patience with me.
Oh.
That's a nice boat. I didn't know you could draw so well.
No, it was Paul.
I'll take these to Mamma.
Was Paul a nice boy? I would love to have an older brother like...
He's my cousin, not my brother.
Yes, I know,
Marguerite.
but...
She's barely done any work. Sophie is far behind.
Oh, believe me, my dear ladies, I've done all I can to educate her, but nothing goes into that mule's head of hers. I've warned you, the child is interested in nothing. She respects nothing. Yes, Mart, what is it?
Sorry, madam. I simply wanted to know in which trunk you'd like me to put all of your clothing.
Excuse me, please, ladies. I must leave you for a moment. I have to do everything in this house.
This was Madame de Réan's favourite room. She put so much love into caring for her plants.
She was able to tame the wildest among them.
Yes, Sophie is a young plant who requires a great deal of love.
A great deal of love as well as respect. Let's leave soon. The atmosphere is so stifling here.
Let's see. How about this one?
Too small.
All right, next.
No, it's all stained.
This blue one then. What do you think?
No, take it away.
There's only one left. And it's stained too.
Oh, I wouldn't even dress my dolly in any of those clothes.
Oh, my dolly. I hide her so my stepmother won't throw her out. I know she's not pretty, but I love her. Let's put all of her things in a bag to take along. As for my things, I don't want any of them.
Must you leave already?
Marguerite's still young. I don't like her to stay up late.
Thank you so much for dinner.
You're in a terrible hurry to leave, aren't you? Heartless creature. I'm sure these young ladies wouldn't leave their mother without weeping.
Mamma would never travel without me, and Madame de Fleurville would always take Camille and Madeleine with her. Our mothers love us and we love them.
Into the carriage, Marguerite.
I see, young lady, that you've been saying terrible things about me to your friends. Don't forget that I shall return one day. Now go.
Goodbye, madame. Have a lovely journey.
Thank you. Goodbye.
At last, I'm off to Fleurville. I'm so happy.
Wait! Stop! Wait!
What is it?
Madam asked me to tell you that Miss Sophie forgot all her clothes. She won't have them until tomorrow, unless Miss Sophie would rather stay in the chateau tonight.
Thank my stepmother, Simon. Tell her I wouldn't want to bother her and to have my things sent over to Madame de Fleurville's. Goodbye, Simon.
Drive on now, Antoine. We'd like to get home quickly.
promise to behave.
I know you will, Sophie.
Oh, thank you.
Alyssa, we now have a new little girl at home. This is Sophie. For the time being, she'll sleep with Marguerite.
Oh, that's wonderful!
And now, children, go to sleep. It's late and it's been a trying day.
Come along, Miss Sophie.